The human ship Aurora glided silently through the dark expanse of space. Its hull shimmered under distant stars, and its engines hummed softly, a sound that brought calm to the crew after months of travel. They were far from the familiar systems of Earth, deep into uncharted space. The mission was simple yet dangerous. Explore unknown planets and seek signs of intelligent life. Captain Reyes leaned against the control console, eyes fixed on the holographic display before her. Sensors had picked up a faint energy signature on the surface of a green floating world. The planet's atmosphere glowed in shades of blue and green, casting an otherworldly light over the ship's instruments. "Sir," Lieutenant Chen said, breaking the quiet. "The readings are unusual. There's a life form here, but it doesn't match anything in the database. It's intelligent, and the patterns suggest it's aware of us already." Reyes's eyes narrowed. "Aware of us? That's impossible. This planet hasn't been charted by any fleet." "Are you sure?" Chen shook his head. "Positive, Captain. It's waiting in a way." The crew exchanged nervous glances. Waiting? What could an alien species possibly be waiting for, and why here? Dr. Ilara Voss, the ship's lead xenobiologist, stepped forward, her excitement barely contained. "This is what we came for. If there is intelligent life here, we have to approach carefully. My guess? It's not hostile. Not yet." The ship descended slowly through the planet's thick atmosphere. Below, forests of towering, luminescent plants swayed gently, though no wind moved them. Rivers of light ran like veins across the land, and floating land masses drifted above the ground, defying gravity. The planet was alive with colors and motion, almost magical. Ilara's heart raced. She had studied alien species for years, but nothing had prepared her for this. "It feels aware," she whispered, more to herself than anyone else. "Like it knows we are here, like it's waiting for someone." A soft chime echoed through the bridge. "Landing zone prepared," the ship's AI announced. "The nearest safe area is clear. Atmospheric conditions are stable." Reyes nodded. "Good. Prepare the landing team. Dr. Voss, you're with me. The rest of the crew stay on standby." Ilara followed the captain into the shuttle, her mind alive with questions. What kind of life form could sense them already? What did it want? The shuttle touched down on a clearing surrounded by glowing flora. The air was heavy but breathable, and the light from the plants painted everything in soft blue and green hues. A gentle hum filled the atmosphere, almost like a song vibrating in Ilara's chest. And then she saw it. At first, it was just a shimmer in the air, like heat rising off a desert. Then it took shape, a tall, slender figure, glowing faintly from within. Its skin seemed translucent, with soft pulses of light moving through it like a heartbeat. Its eyes, large and deep, locked onto hers. Ilara froze. The creature was beautiful, unlike anything she had ever imagined. There was intelligence in its gaze, curiosity, and something deeper, something that made her feel an unexplainable connection. The alien lifted a delicate hand, and Ilara instinctively raised her own. The gesture was simple, but it felt monumental. I think it understands us," Ilara whispered. Captain Reyes kept a cautious distance, her hand on the weapon at her side. "Remember, we don't know its intentions. Keep calm and don't provoke it." The alien spoke, but not in words. The voice was soft, a melody inside Ilara's mind. "I have waited my whole life for this. Will you be the first to hold me, human?" Ilara's breath caught. The words were not sound. They were thoughts, emotions carried with clarity and warmth. She looked at the alien, unsure how to respond. I don't know what to say," she finally replied, her voice shaking. I think I'm honored." The alien's glow brightened slightly, almost as if it were smiling. "Only you can understand," it said. "Others will not." They will see, but they cannot feel. Reyes frowned. Dr. Voss, step back. This is unusual. We need to document, not engage emotionally. Ilara's heart ached at the captain's words. She wanted to reach out, to touch the alien, to understand it fully. Something inside her told her this encounter was meant to happen. Meant for her. The alien floated closer, every movement graceful and deliberate. Its eyes never left hers, and its voice echoed in her mind again, softer this time. Do not fear. I trust you. I have waited for someone like you. Ilara stepped forward slowly, hand outstretched. I want to understand you, she said, her voice steady despite the trembling inside her. The alien's hand met hers. The moment their fingers touched, warmth spread through her body like sunlight breaking through clouds. She could feel its life, its memories, its loneliness, and its hope. Around them, the forest hummed brighter and the floating land masses seemed to tilt closer, as if the planet itself was watching. The crew stood silently, unsure what to do, witnessing a bond that transcended words, species, and even logic. Reyes finally lowered her weapon, though her eyes never left the scene. Remarkable, she muttered. It trusts you. Ilara nodded, tears forming in her eyes. I think I've waited for this too. The alien's glow pulsed gently, and for the first time it seemed completely at peace. It floated closer, resting its hand against Ilara's chest, sharing a pulse of warmth and calm. The world around them, the glowing forests, the floating rocks, the light rivers, felt alive in a new way, alive with connection, hope, and the beginning of something extraordinary. For the first time, Ilara understood the alien's message. This was more than first contact. This was the start of a bond that could change everything, between humans, aliens, and perhaps even the galaxy itself. The Aurora's crew watched silently as history quietly unfolded in the soft glow of a world that had been waiting for them, and for Ilara, the moment felt eternal. Ilara could still feel the alien's warmth lingering in her hand as she slowly withdrew it. The glow of the creature faded slightly, but its eyes remained locked onto hers, filled with a quiet intelligence and curiosity. The forest around them hummed softly, as if the planet itself approved of their connection. Captain Rhea stepped forward, her face unreadable. Dr. Voss, we need to understand exactly what we're dealing with before we take further steps. Document everything, behavior, communication, reactions. Ilara nodded, but her gaze remained on the alien. It seemed lonely. Centuries of isolation had built a careful, fragile being, and somehow she had become the first to break through that solitude. I'll do my best, she said softly, almost more to the alien than to the captain. The alien tilted its head, slightly, and sent another thought into her mind, gentle and deliberate. Do you feel it too? The waiting, the longing? Ilara swallowed hard. Yes, she replied. I think I've been waiting too. Reyes raised an eyebrow. Dr. Voss, are you sure this is safe? It's safe, Ilara said quickly. I can feel it. It's not dangerous, at least not to me. She turned back to the alien. I want to understand you. I want to know your world. The alien pulsed softly, almost like a heartbeat, then come closer. Learn. Ilara stepped forward again, careful and respectful. The alien guided her through the glowing forest, moving gracefully above the ground. The light from the plants cast shifting patterns on the terrain, making the world seem alive and breathing. Every step Ilara took, she felt more connected, not just to the alien but to the planet itself. The creature led her to a small clearing surrounded by giant luminescent trees. In the center was a pool of water that reflected the sky above, which shimmered with strange constellations unfamiliar to human eyes. The alien gestured for her to sit at the edge of the pool. As Ilara sat down, the alien lowered itself to her level. Its glow softened, radiating calm and trust. Then it reached out, gently touching the water with a fingertip. The liquid rippled and glowed, forming images that hovered above the surface, scenes from the alien's life. Alara gasped. Memories appeared before her, a young alien learning to walk across floating rocks, playing in the luminous forests, moments of joy and laughter. Then darker images appeared, scenes of loneliness, the alien wandering alone for centuries, watching stars and hoping for contact. I didn't know your species could survive alone like this, Alara whispered. You've been waiting, all this time, for someone? Yes, the alien replied in her mind. Someone who could understand, someone who could share trust, who could feel what I feel. Alara's heart ached. She reached out and placed her hand over the alien's again, feeling the pulse of life beneath its glow. I'll try, she said. I'll learn. I'll be the one you've been waiting for. A soft ripple of light moved across the alien's body, a clear sign of emotion. The bond between them strengthened with each passing moment, silent yet undeniable. Suddenly, the hum of the forest changed. Alara turned toward the trees, alert. Captain Reyes's voice came through the comms. Dr. Voss, sensors detect unusual energy readings near your location. Something's approaching. Alara looked back at the alien. Its glow brightened, and a sense of caution filled her mind. Others will come. They will not understand. They may harm us. Reyes's voice was sharper. Now, Alara, get ready. We may not have time to reason with them. The alien seemed to sense the fear and uncertainty among the humans. It floated closer to Alara, its presence protective. Trust me. I will help. Before Alara could respond, a shadow moved at the edge of the clearing. It was unlike anything they had seen, a flying creature metallic in appear with sharp, angular wings. The sensors on the forest's glow dimmed as the alien and Alara continued to sit by the luminous pool. For a few moments all was calm, and the bond between them seemed unshakable. But the calm was deceptive. Far above, in the blackness of space, sensors on, the aurora began to flash red. Captain Reyes' voice came sharply through the comms. Dr. Voss, you need to return immediately. We've detected multiple incoming ships unknown origin. They are approaching fast. Alara rose slowly, her hand brushing the alien's as if seeking reassurance. The alien's glow pulsed steadily, a signal of focus and calm. They are near. We must act carefully. She nodded. I understand. Let's go. The alien floated beside her as she carefully navigated the glowing forest. Its light illuminated the path, but it also made them visible. To anyone watching from afar, the trees hummed softly, almost warning them that danger was close. Back aboard the Aurora, the crew was tense. Lieutenant Chen monitored the approaching fleet. Captain, we have at least 6 unidentified ships on an intercept course. Their energy signatures are aggressive. They're likely hostile. Reyes clenched her jaw. All right. Defensive measures ready. We protect the planet, and we protect the alien at all costs. Alara and the alien reached the shuttle landing site. The alien hovered, its form shimmering, sensing the danger, while Alara prepared the controls. I think they've come because of you, she whispered. The alien's glow brightened. Perhaps, but together we can protect ourselves. You are clever. We will survive. The shuttle lifted off, engines humming softly, carrying them back toward the Aurora. Outside, the fleet was visible, 6 sleek, dark ships moving with precision. Their intent was clear. Capture, not dialogue. Inside the shuttle, Alara glanced at the alien. Its eyes glowed brighter as it communicated directly with her mind. Stay calm. Use your ingenuity. I will assist. Alara took a deep breath. All right, let's do this. The first hostile ship moved in close, firing a beam that passed harmlessly through the shuttle, stopped by the alien's strange energy field. Alara's eyes widened. It's shielding us. Your energy field, how? Focus, the alien replied. Channel your movements with mine. Together, we are faster than they expect. Elara nodded, and together, they piloted the shuttle in a synchronized dance. The alien's pulses guided her, signaling when to turn, when to accelerate, when to descend. The hostile ships adjusted, but the combination of human creativity and alien instinct kept them one step ahead. On the Aurora, Chen muttered, "I've never seen anything like this. The alien is controlling the shuttle." Through her mind, Reyes didn't respond. She focused on coordinating the crew. "Prepare defensive drones. We may need them if the fleet follows us to the main ship." The hostile ships fired another volley, but the alien's glow intensified, forming a protective aura around the shuttle. The beams bounced off harmlessly. Elara felt the alien's presence in her mind, guiding her hands, steadying her. This is incredible," she said aloud, a mixture of awe and adrenaline. "It's like flying with a partner who knows exactly what I'm thinking." "Exactly," the alien replied, a note of amusement in its thought. "You are brave, human. You are clever. That is why I chose you." The shuttle finally reached the Aurora. The alien floated beside Elara as the ramp lowered, keeping the protective aura active until they were safely aboard. Crew members stared in amazement, some in fear, some in awe. Reyes broke the silence. "Dr. Voss, report." Elara exhaled. "They tried to intercept us. The alien, its energy protected the shuttle. It guided me through evasive maneuvers. I don't think they expected a human and alien to work together like this." Chen shook his head. "Incredible. If they knew what we had, they'd never challenge us again." The alien hovered, its glow softening now that the immediate danger had passed. It turned to Elara and transmitted a thought. "You have courage beyond most. You stayed calm. You acted quickly. That is why I trust you more now." Elara smiled, her hands still trembling slightly from the adrenaline. "And you saved us. Together we did it." Reyes approached, studying the alien closely. "I want a full report on this being. Dr. Voss, I understand your connection, but we need to understand its abilities. If there's another fleet, we need to be prepared." Elara nodded. "Yes, Captain, I agree, but this bond, it's more than protection. It's understanding. It's trust." The alien's glow pulsed in agreement. "Trust is rare. I have waited long for someone who can feel as I do. You are the first." Elara felt a shiver of emotion run through her. She had spent years studying life forms, but never had she encountered one that could communicate so directly, so honestly. This was more than science. It was connection, empathy, and mutual understanding. Rhea's voice cut through her thoughts again. "We need to plan our next steps. This fleet may return, and if they do, we must be ready." Elara turned to the alien. "We've faced danger together. We survived. And I think we can face whatever comes next." The alien floated closer, its glow brushing against her shoulder in a comforting gesture. "Yes, together, we are strong. Your species, humans, are stronger than you know." Elara smiled. "And you've shown me what true trust can feel like." For a moment, the stars outside the Aurora's hull seemed to shine brighter, as if reflecting the bond forming inside. A human and an alien together had overcome danger and discovered something extraordinary: the potential of empathy, trust, and collaboration between species. The crew began preparations for defensive measures, but Elara hardly noticed. She was focused on the alien, on the connection they had made, and on the understanding that this was just the beginning. The galaxy was full of unknowns, and together they could face whatever challenges lay ahead. The first threat had passed, but the adventure and the bond were only beginning. The Aurora drifted silently in orbit above the glowing planet, the aftermath of the recent encounter still fresh in everyone's minds. Crew members moved quietly, performing routine checks, but the tension was palpable. Elara sat in the observation room, the alien floating nearby. Its soft glow bathed the space in calming light. "I need to know more about you," Ilara said softly, her eyes fixed on the creature. Who are you? And why did you wait for someone like me? The alien's glow pulsed, slower this time, like a deep breath. I am of a species nearly forgotten. Our kind once served as guides, bridges between civilizations. We were meant to connect worlds, to teach understanding, to share knowledge and empathy. Ilara's eyes widened. Guides? Bridges? You mean your species was important for the galaxy? Yes, the alien replied. Long ago, we connected species, prevented conflicts, shared wisdom. But others feared us, they hunted us. Slowly we disappeared. Only I remained, hidden, waiting for someone who could see beyond fear, someone who could understand. Ilara swallowed. The loneliness in the alien's memories was immense. Centuries of isolation, watching stars, hoping. And now, finally, she had arrived. I understand now, she thought. You waited for a human because you sensed our capacity for empathy, for trust. Exactly, the alien said. Humans are different, strong, brave, but also capable of understanding. I have waited for someone like you for centuries. Ilara reached out, placing a hand on the alien's glowing form. She felt the warmth, the pulsing energy of its life. I want to help you. I want to show others that humans can be trusted, that we can learn from you and protect you. The alien's glow brightened. Together, we can. But calm did not last. Sensors on the Aurora beeped urgently. Lieutenant Chen's voice sounded through the comms, tense and quick. Captain, more ships approaching. This fleet, it's larger than the first. At least 12 vessels moving fast. They're heading directly toward the planet. Captain Reyes's face tightened. All right, defensive positions. We may have to engage. Dr. Voss, your alien companion, stay close. We need to be prepared for anything. Ilara glanced at the alien. They are back, she thought. And this time, it is more dangerous. Do not fear, the alien replied, its glow steadying her. I know the danger. Together we can protect the planet and ourselves. The ships emerged from the darkness, sleek and dark against the shimmering glow of the planet below. They moved with precision, weapons ready, their intent unmistakable. Capture the alien. No, matter the cost. Reyes barked orders. Evasive maneuvers. Activate shields. Prepare drones for defense. Ilara's mind raced. She had survived before with the alien's help, but this was more ships, more threat, more risk. She turned to the alien. We need a plan. Can you help guide me again? Yes, it replied, warmth and focus filling her mind. We will use your skill and my ability. They underestimate what humans and my kind can do together. The shuttle was deployed. First, carrying Ilara and the alien to a strategic position above the planet. As they rose, the alien projected energy waves outward, confusing the fleet's sensors and making them misjudge the shuttle's location. Ilara's hands flew over the controls, guided by the alien's pulses. They twisted and turned, weaving, between asteroid-like floating landmasses and glowing energy streams. The hostile fleet followed, but every move they made was anticipated, every strike blocked or avoided. You are doing well, the alien sent into her mind. Trust your instincts, they are strong. Your mind works as I guide. Ilara felt a surge of confidence. I trust you, she whispered aloud. And with that trust, they danced through the fleet, moving faster, smarter, together. Back Aurora, Captain Reyes watched in awe. The Aurora sailed smoothly through the glowing starfield, leaving the luminous planet behind. But the events they had faced lingered in everyone's minds. Ilara sat in the observation room, the alien floating beside her. Its glow was soft now, calming, but the sense of purpose it radiated was stronger than ever. We can't just wait, Ilara said softly, speaking to the alien. If other civilizations see you, they might try to control you, or worse. We have to show them humans. can be trusted. The alien's glow pulsed in agreement. Yes, we must travel to the neutral worlds. Show them we are allies, that fear is unnecessary. You will guide them with your kind's courage in mind. Alara smiled. Then let's go. Together. Captain. Reyes entered the observation room. Dr. Voss-Chen, prepare a flight plan. We'll visit the nearest neutral civilizations. We need allies, and we need to show them that humans and your alien companion can work together. Alara nodded, feeling a surge of excitement. This was no longer just exploration. It was diplomacy, trust-building, and protection all rolled into one. She looked at the alien. Are you ready? Always, it replied, pulsing with quiet strength. The first stop was a neutral planet known for its floating cities and skybound transport networks. The people there were cautious but curious. As the Aurora entered orbit, sensors detected no hostile activity. The alien pulsed gently, communicating reassurance to Alara. They will observe, but they will listen. Alara stepped onto the observation platform with the alien hovering nearby. The neutral species approached slowly, their forms sleek and aerodynamic, with large reflective eyes that studied her carefully. Alara raised her hands in a gesture of peace. We come as friends, she said, projecting confidence. We want to show that humans and my companion can cooperate, and that fear is unnecessary. The alien extended a glowing hand, and the neutral species reacted with fascination. The alien's gentle pulses seemed to speak louder than words, expressing trust, empathy, and honesty. One of the neutral beings stepped forward, curious. Why does it trust you? It asked, voice melodic and soft. Alara smiled. Because I listened. I understand it. And because humans can choose to be brave, to be kind, and to protect what is precious. That is why it chose me. The neutral species exchanged glances, visibly impressed. The alien projected a series of glowing images into the air, scenes of its life, the recent threat from the hostile fleet, and the teamwork between itself and Alara. The visuals were clear, showing strategy, empathy, and courage. The leader of the neutral species spoke again. If what you say is true, then humans may indeed be allies. Your actions prove it. Alara felt a surge of hope. We've done it, she thought. We're building trust. But trust was not easily earned. The neutral beings asked many questions, testing both Alara and the alien. Could humans be relied upon in danger? Could the alien be controlled? Could they work together without conflict? Alara answered each question honestly, often projecting her feelings so the alien could assist. The alien's glowing pulses reinforced her words, creating a clear picture of collaboration. Slowly, the neutral species began to understand that this was no ordinary human or ordinary alien. This was a partnership built on trust, empathy, and courage. By the end of the day, the neutral species extended their acceptance. We will consider humans as allies, their leader said. Your companion, it may return safely with you. You have proven your worth. Alara turned to the alien, smiling. We did it. They trust us. The alien's glow pulsed warmly. Together we are strong. Together we will face the galaxy. As they prepared to leave, a warning came from sensors. Another fleet, larger than the last, was detected in a distant sector. But this time, Alara did not panic. She had learned the alien's rhythm, its guidance, its strengths. Together they could navigate danger. We can handle them, the alien said, gently touching her shoulder. Your courage and my knowledge are enough. Alara nodded. Then we continue. One planet at a time. One alliance at a time. The Aurora moved to the next neutral world, a desert planet with enormous crystal formations that glimmered under its twin suns. Here, the people were known for their wisdom and careful judgment. The arrival of a human and an alien sparked interest but also suspicion. Alara stepped forward again, the alien floating by her side. She addressed the leaders with confidence, explaining their mission, protection, trust, and cooperation. The alien demonstrated its abilities without intimidation, showing its intelligence and peaceful intent. For hours, Alara answered questions, shared strategies, and demonstrated their teamwork. The leaders were impressed by the humans' ingenuity and the aliens' wisdom. Slowly, they began to accept the presence of both as a symbol of hope for cooperation across species. By the time the twin suns set, the desert planet had agreed to observe and support humans and the alien species in the future. Alara felt a deep satisfaction. This is what it means to bridge worlds, she thought. This is why it waited for me. Back aboard the Aurora, Alara rested, watching the alien float beside her. Its glow was soft, almost comforting after the long day. "You were amazing today," she said quietly. "We made allies. We showed the galaxy what humans can do." The alien pulsed warmly, a sign of acknowledgement and pride. "You are strong, human. You inspire trust. You have fulfilled part of what I waited for." Alara smiled. "Then let's continue. We have more to show, more worlds to reach, and together we can do it all." The stars outside the ship shone like guides, pointing the way to new adventures, new challenges, and new bonds waiting to be forged. Humanity's courage, empathy, and intelligence, paired with the aliens' wisdom and abilities, had already begun to change the galaxy, and Alara knew this was only the beginning. The Aurora glided silently through space, leaving behind the last neutral world they had visited. Alara stood at the observation window, watching distant stars twinkle like scattered diamonds. Beside her, the alien floated, its soft glow reflecting off the glass. "We've done a lot," Alara said quietly, more to herself than anyone else. "We've made allies, proved that humans can be trusted, but there's still more to do." The alien pulsed gently. "Yes, the greatest challenge lies ahead. The Galactic Council will decide the future of my species. Our survival and trust in humans depends on what we show them." Alara nodded. "Then let's make sure they see the truth." The Galactic Council's chamber was unlike anything she had imagined. Towers of crystal rose from the floor, each glowing softly. Representatives from hundreds of worlds floated in the air, their forms varied, strange, and magnificent. At the center, a grand dais awaited, where Alara and the alien would present themselves. Captain Reyes whispered in her ear, "Remember, Dr. Voss, keep calm. Show them your bond, your cooperation. Let your actions speak louder than words." Alara took a deep breath and stepped forward. The alien floated beside her, glowing softly, radiating a calm confidence. The council members watched in silence, curiosity mixed with skepticism. Alara spoke first, her voice steady. "We come as friends. Humans have shown courage, empathy, and the ability to trust. My companion here has waited centuries for someone who could understand, someone who could protect and respect its kind. That trust has been earned. Together, we demonstrate what cooperation between species can achieve." The alien pulsed brightly, projecting images into the air. Memories of isolation, the recent threats from hostile fleets, and the joint efforts of Alara and the alien floated above the dais. Every maneuver, every act of trust, every solution to danger was visible. The council members leaned forward, their curiosity growing. A representative spoke, their voice echoing like wind through crystal. "We have heard of humans' potential, but we have seen only fear and conflict. How can we trust your kind?" Alara stepped closer to the alien, feeling its warmth through the soft glow. "Trust is not given lightly. It is earned. We faced danger together, and we proved that humans can protect and respect life beyond our own. This is proof. Look at what we have achieved together." The alien's light flared in agreement, projecting its calm energy toward the council. "See truth, not fear. Feel trust, not suspicion." For a long moment, silence filled the chamber. Then one by one, representatives began to nod, some exchanging quiet words with their neighbors. The alien's presence, combined with Alara's courage and honesty, had a profound effect. Finally, The council leader spoke. We see now that humans can be trusted, and we acknowledge the right of this species to live freely, without fear of control or harm. Your bond demonstrates that empathy and courage can overcome millennia of isolation and doubt. Ilara's heart leapt. Thank you, she said softly. She turned to the alien whose glow pulsed warmly in relief and joy. We did it, she thought. They understand. The alien's voice filled her mind gently. Yes. Finally, the waiting ends. Trust is no longer fragile. The galaxy has seen the truth. Ilara reached out, hesitating for only a moment. Then she held the alien fully, feeling its warmth flow into her, its pulse synchronizing with hers. The glow enveloped them both, soft, radiant, and comforting. This was the moment they had both waited for, the first true embrace, a symbol of trust, understanding, and the bond that had grown through danger, patience, and courage. Around them, the council members watched, moved by the display. No words were necessary. The embrace spoke of centuries of longing, of hope fulfilled, of connection beyond worlds.